Ever wondered who's actually keeping an eye on nuclear energy around the world? Well, let me introduce you to the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency. These folks are basically the world's nuclear watchdogs, and their story is pretty fascinating. Let's rewind to the 1950s. Back then, the world was waking up to just how powerful and dangerous nuclear technology could be. Think Cold War atomic bombs, that whole era of tension. In 1957, the IAEA was born thanks to a push from President Eisenhower's Atoms for Peace speech. The big idea: promote peaceful uses of nuclear energy while making sure no one was secretly building bombs on the side. Now, how does the IAEA actually work? Membership is pretty inclusive. Almost every country in the UN can join. But the real action happens in their board of governors. These are 35 countries elected partly by regional groups and partly by the board itself, sort of like a nuclear United Nations Security Council. They set policy, approve inspections, and keep the whole operation running smoothly. Speaking of the UN, the IAEA is technically independent, but it's super connected to the United Nations system. It reports to both the General Assembly and the Security Council, especially when there are nuke worries. Think Iran, North Korea, or even the Chernobyl disaster. So when something nuclear hits the headlines, the IAEA is usually already on the case. Let's talk about what they actually do with a story. Picture this. It's 2003, and the world suddenly suspects Iran is developing nuclear weapons. The IAEA swoops in with inspection scientists literally testing soil samples and counting uranium barrels. The Iranians give their version, the inspectors double-check, and the whole world watches the drama unfold. Sometimes, like in South Africa, countries cooperate fully and even dismantle old weapons. Other times, like with North Korea, the IAEA gets kicked out and left guessing. Countries have all sorts of reactions to these inspections. Some see the IAEA as a partner, helping them build safe nuclear power, for example. Others complain about unfair scrutiny. But at the end of the day, the IAEA's main job is to give the world a kind of nuclear reality check. Are countries living up to their promises? Or not? So next time you hear about a nuclear deal or a reactor startup, remember, the IAEA is working quietly in the background, keeping the peace and making sure nuclear technology stays a force for good. That's a big job in a world full of atoms and ambitions.